Ethan Stevens on the 1X Don Irvin. Round out your field of 10. Looking for the green flag off of turn number 4. Going to be 20 laps, the distance here tonight for your IMCA Modifieds. Green flag's in the air. We are underway. And it's going to be the 51 of Dallas Caldwell with the early advantage. Jonathan Mooney right now runs in that second spot as Caldwell will lead lap number 1. Caldwell leads, but here comes Mooney to the inside. Side by side with the race leader. Give the top spot to the 12 LF of Jonathan Mooney. 72 Dylan Wright back now being scored in third. Eric Murphy with a strong one here early on, being scored in fourth, but he has a log jam behind him. Chaz Baca Sr., Dustin Gauthier, Don Irvin, and Ethan Stevens. 5 cars you can throw a blanket over, fourth on back as they're actually reeling in the number 72 machine of Dylan Wright. 1 car around, 51 of Dallas Caldwell goes around. Eric Murphy coming to a stop to avoid making contact with the 51. 45 will get his spot back for avoiding that one. So he had to react there. He was on the bottom side of the racetrack. Everybody else went around the top side of the 51 of Caldwell. Eric Murphy here early going of this one. No, it's early, but man, right now being scored in the third spot. All right, so field getting bunched up once again. Jonathan Mooney out front. Lights are going out, so it's Jonathan Mooney, your race leader. Dylan Wright will choose the outside line, moving Eric Murphy down to the inside. Dustin Gauthier and Chaz Baca Sr. round out your top 5. Green flags in the air. We're underway. Field works their way off a turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Jonathan Mooney, the man out front. He is broken away by a lot of bit there over Dylan Wright. As Eric Murphy trying to hold on to that third spot over Dustin Gauthier. Here comes Don Irvin now. Irvin looked to the inside of Murphy. Now he looks to the top side of Murphy. Is Murphy going to lose a spot 2 at Gauthier? And now also Don Irvin move Murphy back to the 5th spot. Ethan Stevens now up on the top side of the racetrack. He just got around Chaz Baca Sr. He'll take a move over the 45 as well. As Don Irvin down the inside of the 30 machine of Dustin Gauthier. He'll move up to that 3rd spot. Has Dylan Wright now side by side with him. Battle for 2nd. Don Irvin starts race back in the 10th spot. And he is already making moves up to the 2nd position here as we're just a handful of laps into tonight's main event for your IMCA Modifieds. It's Mooney out front, followed by Irvin in the 2nd spot. Wright right now runs in the 3rd position with Gauthier and Stevens close in tow. Gauthier now looks to the inside of Dylan Wright as they work their way off of turn number 4. Down on the turn number 1. It's right up top. Gauthier down to the inside. Battle for that 3rd spot on the racetrack. Ethan Stevens back there in 5th. Trying to figure out which line he wants to use. I was going to try to shoot the middle there going into turn number 3. But now he's going to go to the inside, 3 wide. Ethan Stevens takes over the 3rd spot. Nice 2 for 1 there from Stevens. Stevens up to 3rd as 45. Eric Murphy goes around in turn number 4. Yellow flag will fly for him. So Eric Murphy gets refired. Let's go out on Jonathan Mawhinney. Mawhinney, your race leader, Don Irvin, in the second spot. Third is Ethan Stevens. Irvin's going to choose the inside line here for this Delaware double foul restart. Green flags in the air. Back underway here with 12 laps to go. And it's going to be Mawhinney showing the way off of turn number 2. Don Irvin in the second spot, going to go top side, trying to work his way around that 12 LF of Mawhinney. Irvin couldn't quite get to the outside of him. This time, though, with a strong run off of turn number 2, he will get to the outside of him. Side-by-side drag race for the race lead into 3. Mawhinney down low, Irvin up top. They work off at turn number 4, still side-by-side at the line. Don Irvin with the advantage. Now Mawhinney, though, fights back, has a slide edge going into turn number 1, off turn number 2. It's going to be Irvin once again. Trying to roar past the 12 LF of Mawhinney as Mawhinney's car pushes tight off at turn number 4. New race leader is going to be Don Irvin. Irvin out front has been cleared by about a car length. Now another 3 car lengths back to the L8 of Ethan Stevens, who runs in third. Fourth is Dustin Gauthier. Chaz Bacasier's made a move around the outside of Dallas Caldwell to move up to the 4th spot, or 5th spot, that is. As Jonathan Mawhinney now trying to play catch up. He's going to be on offense here as the 1X of Don Irvin's going to be on defense here in the closing laps of this one. Just 3 laps past the halfway point, 7 laps to go in this one. And Don Irvin leads the field off of turn number 4. Still about a car length advantage he has over Mawhinney as Mawhinney fights back, looks to the inside this time on Irvin. He'll stay right there on the back bumper of the 1X machine, does Mawhinney as they work through 3 and 4. Mawhinney back to the inside once more. Irvin's going to get the 5 fingers, showing him that we have 5 laps to go. As Mawhinney, though, he's right there once again to the inside. Irvin, though, strong run on the outside of turn number 2. He'll hang on to the top spot, pull away by a car length. Mawhinney, though, fighting back, going to pull up to the back bumper of the 1X of Irvin. Off the 4, back front straightaway through turns 1 and 2. Irvin with the advantage by 2 car lengths now over the 12 LF of Mawhinney. So Irvin trying to widen out his race lead. Mawhinney, though, he's found some more speed down there on the bottom side once again. The bottom side really starting to come in now for that 12 LF of Mawhinney off of 3 and 4. That's going to help him through turns 1 and 2. He ropes the bottom one more time. Back to a car length behind the 1X of Irvin. Mawhinney down low. Irvin pushes up the racetrack. Mawhinney takes the top spot with 2 laps to go. Mawhinney can't quite clear the 1X of Irvin yet. Irvin going to fight back on the outside of him. They go side by side once more into 3. Irvin up top. Mawhinney down low. Will the lap car Bill Slocum make a difference as the white flag flies in this one? One more time around. Deuce Club's Thunder Raceway. Mawhinney, the top spot right now. Irvin going to fight back on the outside, but he's got lap traffic. There's Slocum. Slows down Mawhinney's momentum. Irvin to the outside. Mawhinney, though, will hang on and win tonight's main event. Irvin goes around into turn number 1. Mawhinney drives around.